are live on a snowy day in Comicsburg. So we got two people hanging out. Got Paige and Herrenberg. How you guys doing?
Doing good.
Pretty good.
Good. You must be enjoying that nice warm weather down there in Florida, Paige. We don't got snow like we got.
I'm not complaining because I hear there's snow in New York. So I mean, I know where you are, but I hear there's snow on the other side. So I am not complaining in my shorts.
We had a bunch of snow really quick this morning, and then I don't know. It seems to kind of die down, but it was really slippy, slidey this morning.
Wow, I missed that. I miss it and don't miss it at the same time.
Shouldn't miss it.
The funny thing about it is, here in Pittsburgh, people forget that it snows and rains here, and they start doing stupid stuff. But like, oh my goodness, there's all this white stuff falling from the sky that I've never seen in my life.
Yeah, people get surprised pretty often by the first snow of the year. This was no exception. People were caught flat-footed this morning, but I think they caught up, so they're fine now.
Yeah, I hope so. But I mean, it's like this when it rains too. They just start doing dumb stuff like in parking lots. Like you can't do that in the parking lot. What you're trying to do, Mister, spin your tires around. Okay. So probably just a quick update today. So I'm going to share my screen.
Yeah, I mentioned those new titles that we got popping this month. Let's go.
Let's go, Comicsburg.
So our first update is, and that's not the one I wanted to share. See, this happens when you got too many tabs open. So this is so due to delays out of my control, issue 7 of The Edge is due January 15th. I believe this should be at Diamond by now. If not, then hopefully it'll be there soon. So if anybody wants issue 7, I've got it up on the store, on both the Comicsburg store and the Edge store. I think it's up. So if you don't want to wait until next month, you can get it from the store. Issue 8 is in February 19th. I think those should be in Diamond next month at their facility or their warehouse. Issue 10 will be quickly following both of those. So you're going to have January, February, and probably March of new stuff. Yay. All right. So for the new stuff that's coming, so we've got stuff in previews this month.
What do we got?
Let's go. Edge number 9. Blowtorch middleman number 1. You're going hard.
We got Blowtorch, which is on the Diamond Spotlight this month.
Congratulations there, Paige.
Thank you, sir.
Multiple covers here. So you've got 5 covers. And then this is probably the one I'm going to get because it's different. And I like when things are different. So like when things are sideways for some reason.
Oh, the landscape cover?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's my favorite cover. I also want to have that in a Virgin too. So
yeah, so if you want it without all the logos and everything, that'll be available also. We also have Edge number 9. So this will close out the Reign of Chaos storyline before we start issue 10. So in this issue, Chaos will be revealing himself, and as they say in comics, everything changes from here. But it's true that everything will change from here. It's not like there's going to be a one-off thing where we just go back to status quo in the next issue. Also, Timothy's issue number 4. So make sure when you're at your local comic shop, you're letting them know that you've got multiple titles available and a title with multiple covers. So I think everybody, you're going to want to get all the covers. So
that's That's the biggest offering of yet in one single previews, huh?
Second probably. I
Nah,
mean, we had like
yeah,
four
we had
different
more. We had
titles.
more titles than that in the 1 month before.
Oh,
It's only
really?
3
Wow.
titles, so
Okay.
it's just
Yeah.
that it's just multiple covers to make it look like more than one title. But you had more than 3 titles in it before. I think we had up to like 5 at one time.
When Grant had his Beowulf, yeah.
Yeah. Well, we had Beowulf, The Trade, a couple other books, and like Theme of Thieves and The Edge, all in one catalog.
But I think I think this is my first spotlight, so that's big.
It
You know what I
is.
mean, I appreciate that.
Yeah, I didn't know that was going to happen. So I mean, that's the spotlight. So you'll get. I don't know if it displays differently to the retailers or something. When they log in, it shows whatever the diamond spotlight. Maybe it's in the front of the book, in front of their listing or something.
Yeah, I gotta look. I got actually buy a catalog. I want to see how it looks inside the catalog when you get spotlight. So
Yeah, that should be out. I think that should be in shops on Monday.
on Wednesday, yeah.
Yeah. So I always get it when we have something listed. That way I can get a digital version because I don't want to just pay for digital. I want the phone book and the digital version of the book.
So you get the digital version. How do you gotta send me a link for that? A
Yeah,
digital version of.
When you buy the physical, it has a code for digital.
Really? Okay. Yeah.
I am answering the chat.
Do you get that physical every time?
Yeah.
Oh,
whenever we have anything new, I grab.
The funny thing where I'm at, that they don't get preview catalogs for sale. Only get like a store version, but they don't get ones to sell. So it's hard to buy one.
Yeah, I mean it depends. So I mean I know that some people have told me that they get their book for free. Like they throw it in with their because they know people who are coming in are getting a lot of stuff, so they just throw in the catalog for free for them. But I think
Okay.
Yeah, it's like $3.99 now. I mean, I remember it used to be like $1.50, but yeah, it's $3.99. I mean, the paper quality is pretty good on it though. So, and then like I said, that when you get the physical, you get a code to download digital for free, but you can also subscribe to the digital version of the catalog too. And then you can get it on. They have an app, and then you can get it through the website.
So Mark's asking about the Return of the Edge title.
Oh no, that's just the title, Mark. That's just the title of the show because I haven't done this in 2 months. I was doing it like every Saturday, and then things happened, so then I stopped doing it. So this is the return of the show from the Edge. I went to the Edge, and now I'm back. That makes sense. Yeah, I probably should have put that in the whole description. Cool. All right, so we want to stop sharing there. So we were talking about, you asked about 2025. So I do have something for that. So 2025 is going to bring us issue 10 of the Edge. And I'm going to consider that a milestone for us because it's something special, and I want to try to make it special. So this is going to be the ad that's going to first appear in issue 9, and then you'll see it all over the place. I'm going to send flyers to stores. So this is the ad you'll be seeing for the Edge.
And this brings in the God's Thunder people, right?
Yes. So, God's Thunder first appeared in issue 1, and now they're back, and they're back causing trouble. So their whole thing is that they don't like people with powers. So they want to eliminate anyone that has powers. So how do you do that? You get your own person with powers to go after them. So that character is called Kyrad, and you'll be seeing a lot of him throughout that story. He appears at the end of issue 9 and will be making his full appearance in issue 10.
That's awesome. And just to add to that, on top of 2025 issue 10 of the Edge, 2025 will also see the Edge chess crossover that will come out alongside Edge 10. So be on the lookout for that. Finally, the long-awaited Edge chest crossover will be coming out this year.
Yeah, that's like what, 30 years in the making.
30 years in the making.
Yeah.
So many setbacks in between health and circumstances of the industry, and now we're here. So definitely look out for that in 2025. It'll definitely be not only in stores but in fulfillment in 2025.
All right, so I'm going to stop sharing that. So one of the other things we're going to have next year is going to be the Blaine action figure. And the one thing that we want to try to do this is try to make it as give people as much into it as we can, but make it make sense, right? So with that, we are going to be adding the suits. So the suits are a group of characters that are kind of like in the background originally. So we're going to pop these guys out. So we're going to be adding suit figures to the Kickstarter. Each figure will have 4 heads. So you see there, this is the female suit, 4 heads. There will be a male suit with 4 heads.
Oh boy.
And there will also be adding a tier where you can get separate heads. So heads all by themselves. So
who are the suits? Who are the suits?
The suits are, so every story needs some cannon fodder people to get beat up, right? So generally it's ninjas. You throw ninjas in there. So the suits are like the ninjas. So they show up, cause trouble, and they get mowed over and get beat up. So we have varying different kind of characters, different hairstyles. So I mean, and a couple weeks ago, someone asked if these would be compatible with like other same scale figures, and I did talk with some other manufacturers of indie action figures, and we're going to make it so the heads are compatible with like G.I. Joe, Marauder, Task Force, and other toys. So again, that's you get
so
4 heads.
They would be kind of analogous to like the rank and file Joes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah. So or like the Cobra soldiers, the guys with the blue helmets that show up and they get wrecked continuously.
The infantry, yeah.
Right. I mean, but you'll have standout characters that'll be like they'll actually have names in the front. So it won't just be suit A, suit B, and suit C. You'll have a Jimmy Joe suit or something like that that'll be in the forefront. They'll be like the leads that get to run away before they get wrecked. So again, 4 heads per figure, and then you'll have a pack of add-ons for other heads. I did kind of think about doing customs, and I did ask a few people what they would pay for that. So let's say that you want to do a custom head page. What would you pay for? I made a custom head for you for these figures.
So you're talking about somebody? You talking about somebody putting their own head, like a custom buy where they insert themselves onto a figure?
Yes.
Oh, that's cool.
What do you think? What would you pay for that, Hamburg?
What, to make a single one single custom figure?
No, just a head. Just a head.
Oh, a head to attach to the general. Yeah, I don't know, man. 30, 40. I'm not sure how much that would cost, really.
I mean, it had, so you think about like development cost and then printing costs.
Oh, okay.
So I mean, I think my overall cost per will be like $60.
Oh, okay. So I was close, but all right.
Yeah.
Somewhat.
But of course, I mean, you have to upcharge a little bit. So I was in like the $75 realm when I was thinking about it, and I think that's a little much. and I don't think anybody would be interested in that at that price. I don't know. I mean, I might put it there and then say, if you want it, go for it. If not, then it'll just be something that's just there.
You could attach it to a future campaign too, if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Yeah. But 60 is a little bit high, but 40 to 50 might be okay. I don't know. Not sure what the limits are for people who want to do something like that. It is a custom, so
yeah. Well, I mean, it's so custom would be someone sends a picture, then either I have Mark draw it in his style, and then I send it to the person to do the 3D sculpting, or we send it to the 3D sculptor to have them do it. So, I mean, is that kind of cutting costs? No, not really. And not having Mark draw it and then having the 3D guy, because I think the guy who does the 3D said like $50 to sculpt it.
That sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
Would they also get themselves depicted somewhere in an actual comic, or is it pretty much just the head?
I mean, that'd be up to the person. I mean, I've offered, and I'll probably offer in a couple, like in campaigns, for people to be inserted into the book. So like to be like put their head on a suit, or be a ninja or something like that, or not a ninja, a fiend. I mean, I've had people like drawn into a book before. But I mean, it's always something that I keep on the back burner just in case, because
you had spine ticks in there, so that counts.
And then one of the guys who works at New Dimension asked me to put him in the book and then kill him.
Oh, that's good.
Wow.
Which guy was that?
Oh, wow.
Tim.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I mean, we might do that too, like have a building follow him or something.
What a way to go out.
Looky Lou, you know, one of those guys is just standing on the corner watching everything goes on, and then they get killed. Instead of like being smart and do what you're supposed to do and run away.
Gotcha.
So I think that'll probably be April. I'm trying to coincide everything at one time. So if we do like the crossover issue 10 and then the Kickstarter April, I mean, I could give us a little bit of lead in for everything else for the rest of 2025.
And that's the Kickstarter for your second trade?
No, the Kickstarter for the action figure. Kickstarter for
the action figure. Okay.
Yeah, I'm fulfilling that now. So I'm waiting on the 2 trades and then stickers to come in. I've got everything else. So I should start mailing stuff out in January. For
great.
Yeah, I think because this is my first time using the post office over here, so we'll see. Because when I did it, I lived somewhere else when I did it. When I did the last one, and the guy, like, he picked up everything. Like, I asked him, I said, "So, how many packages would you willing to pick up?" And he said he said he didn't care. I don't know about the post office over here. We'll see. What's that?
I mean, that's good that they pick it up and everything. They don't do that over here, so.
Yeah, Marvin and I have the same post office now, and the lady at the counter is a bit testy.
Yeah, because I end up getting one of those hand carts like you take to a convention. So I'm going to roll down there with the like 30 boxes at once.
Just make sure you don't do it make sure you don't do it 10 minutes before she goes to lunch, because our post office.
I always forget when the lunchtime is. I always think it's 12 to 1. It's 1 to 2.
Yeah, our post office shuts down for a whole hour, and it doesn't. Yeah. No one can get in. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
We'll see. It's going to be interesting.
But real quick. Real quick before I step out, because I got to step off for a hot second. On top of Blowtorch Middleman #1 being in previews this month, we also got Pinpoint and then Altered Press Exciting Comics issue 51 making its re-release. Look out for that, and also look out for the Bears and Bullets crossover that I'm writing with Malcolm and Tony Cottrell. It's a 3-way crossover featuring Pinpoint, Weapon Zero, and Malone from Southside. And take a look in it. Even features a character from The Edge, Revenant, on page 2. So take a look out for that. And we head into 2025 full of action and excitement.
Yeah.
Yeah, there goes Pinpoint and Exciting Comics issue 51 in previews this month, making a re-release of the original 3 issues. And I'm excited for that because a lot of people never got to see the 3rd issue, and now you get to see the whole run.
That looks great, Paige. How's it working with Ben Dunn?
I mean, everything's been fantastic so far. I mean, it's been an incredible experience, and I'm excited.
Cool. How many issues is that going to be in before it's done?
3 issues. So it should, I imagine it's 51, 52, and 53.
Oh, so how many pages is that?
Oh, like 60 pages. So it's split up between 3 issues.
Well, I'm asking how many pages is Exciting Comics?
I believe they do 2 different stories each issue. So it all depends on the number of comics each issue is.
Right, because it says Demon Hunters versus Vampire.
Yeah, they do Demon Hunter. This one is Demon Hunter and Pinpoint. So I imagine it's maybe close to 40, 50 pages in this one because two full-size comics.
Right. I mean,
I think mine's is like 28 by itself. So
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because
you know
it's like $5 for 40 pages or so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. That's a lot of story.
Yeah, so definitely look out for that. Blowtorch Middleman #1, Edge #9 in previews this month. Like I said, support indie. Definitely check out the pre-launch page for Beards and Bullets 3-way crossover. The Revenant page is getting colored now, so I can't wait to show that Revenant making an appearance in the crossover. And
shoot me over that link for that Kickstarter. I'll put it into the show notes.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I seen that link. And fellas, that's it. You know, we're looking forward to 2025. We got the Chess Edge crossover coming this year. We got the Pink Hammer Chess crossover coming this year. So and we got some other things building up. Some new titles building up as well. So stay tuned to Comicsburg, man. We're coming in heavy.
Cool. Ehrenberg, do you have anything new going on right now?
Well, I think the next thing happening after I put out issue 4, next thing is going to be a collector's card set. I've been given kind of a deadline for the quote that I've been given. Thank you, Paige, by the way. So I have to meet that quote very soon. So I'm going to try to be putting it together and maybe have out that card set. It's the Good Girls only. It's 18 cards in a set. Maybe have it out by early February. That would be the next thing to come out from us. But number 4 Fantastic. Is out.
Are those so they're 3.5 by 2.5 trading cards?
Correct. Yeah, playing card size, double sided. You got the art on the front is by a California artist Ray Francisco. It's kind of like semi-anime style. It looks really good. And the back will be the stats and short bios of the ladies. And there'll be 18 of them. And the front is glossy, then the back is flat.
Is his middle name Sam?
It is not, no. His middle name is P. I forget. It begins with a P. I forget what it is right now, but it's Ray P. Francisco, yeah.
So anybody who ever watched the movie and TV show Alien Nation?
Oh yeah, of course, yes.
And the character's original name was Sam Francisco.
Sam Francisco, that is correct. Yeah, he had a lot of fish out of water things where he couldn't understand English sometimes and made those little malapropisms. He was a detective, an alien detective, whatever. Yeah.
I just liked it when the lead guy would say, "I'm not calling you that." So he called him George.
Well, he was partnered with a human, right? Exactly. Yeah.
It's awesome.
A buddy cop show from another planet.
Cool. All right. So next month, and I believe we're going to do this on January 18th, will be the Comicsburg Showcase. So in that one, we'll be going over things from 2024 and what the future is going to bring for 2025. So it won't just be me prattling on for minutes on end, talking about things I've got going on. So you'll get to hear from Herrenberg,
Yep.
DP, Grant, Page, William, and others if they're able to join. So we're hoping that 2025 is going to be as hot as 2024 or even hotter, because you got a lot of stuff going on, a lot. So I believe we've got at least 3 shows planned for next year, but we'll talk about those in January. I'm hoping to add some more. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like we're going to be able to attend MegaCon again.
Oh,
so
boy.
Hopefully one day we're able to get down to Florida and get into the sun like Paige gets to do, and not have to deal with this snow in February next year.
And we do have one event before that showcase happens. January 16th, we're doing the closing of the Collections in Black comic book show at August Wilson Center in Pittsburgh. So if you're free, come on down and check out all the Comicsburg people involved.
Right, and that thing attracted people from out of state. So I mean, it's not just a Pittsburgh thing now for that showcase. So it's far-reaching.
He's getting some fame for that. Yeah.
So it's going to be a big event. And like saying, if you haven't seen it and you are in the city and you want to go and check it out, I would suggest going down to the August Wilson Center downtown and checking it out. If you're not in the city and you haven't seen it, we need to ask Phil when he's going to present that online, so that other people who can't get to a location can get to see it, or maybe he'll take it to some of those film festivals. Because I saw that a few of those other comic-centric shows are doing film festivals now too.
I think he has the potential to take the entire exhibit around too a little bit, but we'll see about that.
Yeah, that'll be cool. I mean, it will depend on do they have like locations in other cities that would be accepting of that kind of stuff though.
Exactly. Yeah.
So I mean, it's out there. So I mean, we've seen a lot of pickup of comic book stuff recently, not just movies and TV shows, but it's becoming back to being what it should have been as an art form. So schools and things are starting to recognize it, and I saw that a few other colleges are starting to have comic-centric classes. So comic as an art form is becoming a thing at some colleges.
That's great news.
So hopefully we'll have another renaissance of comic shops. I mean, comics, and we won't see any more shops closed. I just saw another shop is closing in January.
Oh, where's that one at?
San Francisco.
Oh man,
Yeah.
that's a prime location for that stuff. But yeah, I think the upcoming Superman thing is probably going to help a little bit too. Hopefully.
Well, yeah, I mean that could be a smash for shops. So hopefully they're ready for is that July it comes out?
July 11th. I think it's going to be a huge blockbuster, man. I don't see why it wouldn't be. You'd have to really screw up pretty heavily not to make that a success with Superman, but whatever. You never know. People could always mess up.
Well, I mean, didn't we just have that?
Sure did.
3 times?
Yeah, the Flash. Oh my God, the Madam Web. Oh, all of that. Never mind. I don't even want to go into that anymore. Oh. I don't even want to. I don't know. I haven't been able to check out Craven, but I don't see any real reason to worry about it. Anyway, yeah. 2025 comic books are back.
Yeah. I mean, you're going to have good stuff. You're going to have bad stuff. But I mean, celebrate the good and forget the bad, right?
Hopefully, yeah.
So, like I said, is that hopefully that looks like DC is making a big push with Superman. So they'll probably have a lot of stuff available for Free Comic Book Day and beyond that for Superman when the movie comes out.
Sounds good.
Cool. All right, we are going to get out of here. Hope you guys have a really good weekend. If you are in the snowy areas, stay warm.
And have a happy holiday season.
Oh yeah, happy holidays.